So I have to make a quick peek up here because I've been doing a lot of hockey content and stuff. But for every people to know, I'm a Falcons fan. I just saw this. I just saw this like about 5 minutes ago, and I'm like, do I do a video on this? I'm like, what the heck? So Falcons fans, I just read they just fired their defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake. I don't want to make this totally long. Thank you. Seems like now, if you're a Falcons fan down in Atlanta or wherever, or like a dork like me up in here in Central PA, Falcons have never been known for defense. They've had some great defensive stars in the past, but they've never been a hardcore, like, they've never been Steeler defense, no name Miami defense, Purple People Eater, Minnesota defense. Dallas had some defenses. Buffalo did. The Raiders have had good defenses somewhat. They've never been a team that ever had like a top 5 or even a top 10 defense. Secondary's fine, but then the secondary somewhat got ate up a little bit this year. So if you're keeping Terry Fontenot and you're debating on keeping Kirk Cousins as a backup to Michael Penix, I don't mind that. I don't care, which is fine. But if he decides that he wants to play for a contender, let him go, trade him, or just release him before June or after. Take the dead cap hit. It's worked for Denver. Cleveland's going to have to do it because Deshaun Watson's out again. And literally use your entire draft capital coming up on defense. But number one, here's a tip. Go get Robert Saleh. Don't let this coaching carousel go around. I know it's big. Go get Robert Saleh. There's no Steve Spagnuolo on the market. There's no other decent defensive coordinator out there on the market. Go get Robert Saleh, like for real. That will at least somewhat kind of help the thing out. Hey, the Chargers had a bad defense. Jim Harbaugh gets there. Same people. They're in a top 15. So I know it's not a whole heck of a lot to say and not a heck of a lot to go by. But Falcons, if you want to contend and want to finally win the division and finally break out now that you have pieces on offense, you may let Kyle Pitts go, but this is a time where, hey, Terry Fontenot, Arthur Blank, go get Robert Saleh. I don't think you'll regret that.